Hi everyone, and welcome back to Homespot. Do you have a boring fence or wall that feels cold and uninspired? Today, we are turning trash into treasure. I am sharing 14 incredible rustic decor ideas using simple thrift store finds and natural materials. Let's transform your outdoor space into a cozy sanctuary without spending a fortune. Old window shutters are often discarded during renovations, but they possess the perfect structure for a vertical garden. By mounting a distressed shutter to your wall, you create an instant architectural feature that feels lived in and cozy. The horizontal slats are incredibly convenient for hooking on small terracotta pots, turning a flat surface into a cascading display of succulents or seasonal blooms. This project adds depth and color to plain walls, proving that even chipped paint and worn can become the foundation for something vibrant and living. If you're looking to add movement and a touch of the coast to your garden, look no further than natural driftwood. Suspending gnarled, sun-bleached branches with simple jute twine creates a sculpture that dances in the breeze. Tucking delicate air plants into the wood's crevices requires no soil, keeping the look clean and ethereal. This floating arrangement brings an airy, light quality to heavy stone or brick walls, merging the raw beauty of the sea with the lushness of your garden for a truly tranquil atmosphere. Nature provides the best materials for decor, and foraging for flexible twigs allows you to create something uniquely yours. Weaving vines and branches into a loose, asymmetrical wreath captures the wild spirit of the outdoors more authentically than anything store-bought. You can leave it bare to highlight the intricate textures of the bark, or tuck in seasonal berries and pine cones for a splash of color. This unpolished, organic circle represents the cycle of the seasons and adds a soft, woodland aesthetic to any rigid garden structure. Adding a mirror to the garden is a classic trick, but framing it with a vintage window takes it to another level. The peeling paint and weathered wood of an old sash frame soften the reflection, making it feel like a portal to a secret garden rather than just a glass surface. Hanging this on a solid wall breaks up the monotony and reflects the greenery opposite, effectively doubling your visual space. It captures the shifting light and moving leaves, creating a dynamic, ever-changing piece of art. Texture is key in rustic design, and nothing warms up a cold brick or stone wall quite like woven wicker. By grouping various thrifted baskets or flat trays, you create a gallery wall that feels effortless and cottage-inspired. The natural honey tones of the dried grasses contrast beautifully with dark masonry or green ivy, It is an inexpensive way to cover a large area, bringing a cozy, interior feel to your outdoor rooms and adding a layer of softness that hard landscaping materials simply cannot achieve. Combining the farmhouse appeal of mason jars with the utility of a herb garden creates a wall feature that is both beautiful and delicious. When you attach these glass vessels to a piece of reclaimed barn wood using simple hose clamps, you get a vertical planter that glistens in the sun. It is perfect for tight spaces where ground planting is not an option. The clear glass reveals the dark soil and roots, adding an earthy element, while the fresh basil and thyme provide a fragrant, lush green pop. There is a whimsical beauty in finding new life for old machinery. A discarded bicycle wheel, stripped of its tire, becomes an intricate, industrial trellis when hung on a garden wall. The spokes provide a perfect ladder for delicate climbers like jasmine or clematis to weave through. As the vines grow, they soften the hard metal lines, creating a stunning juxtaposition between the mechanical and the botanical. It is a playful, unexpected element that adds personality and a story to your vertical gardening efforts. For a feature that celebrates the raw grain and texture of timber, a log slice mosaic is a showstopper. By cutting branches into discs of varying sizes and piecing them together, you create a tactile wooden tapestry. The different ring patterns and bark edges form a rich, complex surface that draws the eye. It mimics the look of a stacked woodpile, but acts as permanent art, bringing the warmth of the forest right onto your patio walls. It is a labor of love that pays off with incredible visual impact. Textiles can soften the hard edges of a garden, and burlap is the perfect rugged fabric for the job. Sewing simple pockets from recycled coffee sacks allows you to bring a bit of global trade history to your decor. Hanging these from a dowel gives you a casual, soft storage solution for lightweight items like seed packets or gloves. The rough weave and faded typography of the sacks add a vintage industrial vibe that pairs wonderfully with galvanized metal and weathered wood, enhancing the thrifty, rustic atmosphere. Preserving the delicate beauty of your garden blooms allows you to enjoy them long after the season ends. By placing pressed ferns or wildflowers between two sheets of glass in a vintage frame, you create a floating effect that is pure magic. Without a solid backing, the texture of your garden wall shows through, integrating the art seamlessly with its surroundings. It is a nostalgic Victorian-inspired touch that highlights the intricate details of nature, turning your wall into a botanical study that withstands the test of time. Sometimes the simplest materials yield the most serene results. Collecting smooth river stones and wrapping them in copper or galvanized wire transforms humble rocks into hanging sculptures. The contrast between the heavy, matte stone and the thin, shining metal is visually captivating. Suspended from a piece of driftwood, these wrapped stones create a zen-like mobile that adds a meditative quality to your wall. It is an understated decor idea that relies on balance and natural form, perfect for a quiet, reflective corner of your garden. If you love the look of lush greenery but want something low maintenance for your walls, moss art is the answer. Filling ornate, empty picture frames with preserved mosses creates a verdant, velvet-like texture that stays green without water. The contrast between a fancy, perhaps chipped, gold frame and the raw, wild moss is striking. It essentially creates a living painting that brings a deep, forest floor vibe to vertical surfaces. It is an elegant yet earthy way to add softness and intense color to shady spots. Nothing says rustic country garden quite like galvanized metal. Old bait buckets or pails, often found for cheap at thrift stores, make robust and stylish wall planters. Their metallic finish reflects the sunlight and weathers beautifully over time, gaining character with every rainstorm. Hanging a row of them creates a cohesive, organized look that is brimming with farmhouse charm. When filled with spilling flowers like petunias, the gray metal provides the perfect neutral backdrop to let the vibrant colors of the blooms truly pop. Reviving the art of knotting brings a bohemian, relaxed energy to any outdoor space. A simple macrame hanger made from natural jute or cotton rope softens the look of hanging plants. Instead of a standard pot, using a thrifted ceramic bowl adds a layer of unique character and color. The texture of the rope against a brick or wood wall adds intricate detail, while the suspended greenery draws the eye upward. It is a versatile decor piece that feels handmade and personal, adding a gentle, swaying rhythm to the garden. I hope these ideas have inspired you to look at rusty tools and fallen branches in a whole new light. Remember, creating a beautiful rustic garden wall is all about layering texture, embracing history, and using what you have. Which idea are you excited to try first? Let me know in the comments below. Please hit that like button and subscribe to Homespot for more creative decor inspiration.